Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm gonna break down the concepts of shadow boxing. Why? Because when people starting out Muay Thai, we tell them to shadow box, and people stand there and they don't know what the hell they are doing. So let me break it down for you and give you a couple of guidelines that have helped me, but also some of what my teachers taught me in Thailand. And while Tim demonstrates this shadow boxing exercise, I'm gonna have a very important implement that these little Thai men used to have in Thailand, which is a stick, not to hit him, but just to make sure I can point out in the video without getting too much in his way. So, Tim guarding up. The Thai men used to hit us with a stick, by the way, but that's another story. So, when you're told to shadow box, the most important thing for you to do, first of all, is to stand in your guard. But before that, and I forgot to mention it, Tim, extend your arms. Extend them out wide and spin around, making sure you do not bang into anything around you, because this is your peripheral area to be working in. So, guarding up. The most important thing here is to make sure your elbows are in, your abs and core are switched on, your knees are bent, and you're off the balls, off your heels and up on the balls of your feet. Now, which one of the 8 weapons do I use? Well, start off with the hand that's closest to your opponent. And you've got to imagine your opponent was standing in front of you. And how would you fight them? And if you're executing an attack, how would you work on your defense following it? So, Tim, if you don't mind, start off with the jab. And one thing that's very important, make sure you exhale from your diaphragm. Good. Reason why I get people to do this, because if you don't practice your breathing at this level, you probably forget to breathe later, and you need to breathe to stay alive. So, your jab, good. From there, the equivalent of the jab would be a push kick. So a jab and a push. And suddenly we're now connecting the upper body with the lower body. Again, good. Again. So how do we develop that from now? So we can go jab, push with the right cross. Good, returning again. And for shadow boxing, it's all about execution, finding your balance, making sure you return and reset correctly. And now we're going to expand on a little bit more. So now, jab, and this time instead of push kick, I want you to check, Tim. Just like so. Again. Good. And from here, he's going to provide, he's done a setup with the jab, defended the check. He's going to finish with a counter right kick. So again, just like so. And remember what I said about the 360 in the earlier videos, making sure we turn the hip correctly. Again. Good. So, the other thing we can work on now is our jab cross. And remembering our left to right principle. So if he wants to develop that, it can be a jab cross, left hook. Good. And then from there, he can expand it once again. Jab cross, hook, right kick. Good. And coming back. And from time to time, you can go back to resetting where you started. The jab push and the jab check. Good. Now, we want to make sure we don't forget our elbows and our knees. So how would I add this in? Pretty simple. Jab, cross, hook, right elbow. Good. And you notice Tim's always managing his weight. So wherever he moves forward, he always moves back to reset. Again, jab, cross, hook. Good. And now we're going to extend that a little bit more, and he's going to add in a left knee. So it's very important that he switches in between. Just like so, and resets to where he came from. If he wants to do the alternative, he'd go a jab, cross, left hook, right knee. Again, jab, cross, hook, right knee. Good. Another principle I like to make sure that I instill in all the students when they're starting out is to either finish an elbow with a knee or finish a kick on the end of your combination. So, one more time, jab, cross, hook, right knee, left elbow on the opposite side, left to right principle. Or jab, cross, hook, cross, left knee, right elbow, just like so. So remember, ladies and gents, it's all about making sure you can execute correctly and feel comfortable while you're doing it. The other thing I didn't mention is moving forward and back. But Tim, if you don't mind demonstrating for our viewers, forward 3, 2, 3, jab cross. Good, back, 2, 3, jab cross. Add a check on the end as well, check and check. Moving to your left, or moving to your right is probably easier first. Check. Move to your left, check, just like so. And as you can see, Tim is quite comfortable because he's done hours and hours upon hours. For a lot of people, people find it boring. However, this is your fundamentals and your framework to being a better Muay Thai practitioner. So the more you do it, the better you're going to get. And next time someone says to shadow box, think of it as a fight against yourself, the shadow that's standing in front of you. Enjoy, people.